You think royal courts are all about fancy balls and political intrigue? Get ready for this one. There was this one king who had a court of dwarfs. Wait for it. I'm talking about King Frederick William III of Prussia. Now, this guy was obsessed with military might, specifically his giant soldiers, the Potsdam Giants. But he had another much stranger obsession. He assembled an entire regiment of dwarfs at his palace. But they weren't just courtiers. Oh no! He called them his grenadiers. He dressed them up in elaborate miniature military uniforms, complete with tiny muskets and little bearskin hats. And what did this army do? Well, their main duty was to perform for the king and his guests. They'd march in formation, perform clumsy military drills, and sometimes he'd even make them chase after his pet bears. It was his own personal, bizarre, and frankly pretty cruel form of live entertainment. He even tried to force them to marry each other to, in his words, propagate the race. It was a whole twisted side project to his giant soldier obsession. Can you imagine being a visitor at that court? You're expecting a fancy dinner and instead you get a full-blown miniature military parade. Talk about tiny royal duties. Subscribe for more.